G'day, Steve Morgan here. Fishing Monthly magazine's got a bit of a treat. Alan Whitley from Whitley Boats. Al, been a while since you've been out on a boat test with us.
Been good. Good to be up here in sunny Queensland, that's for sure. Look at the weather, just hot off the Century Cove boat show, so looking forward to it.
We've got one of your stalwarts of your range. The SL stands for Sea Legend. Give us a little bit of history about the hull. It's your 70 years young company. Where does this fit in?
That's right. So obviously it's our 70th year this year. The SL20 is the smallest in the Sea Legend range. It features all the bigger boat features with a 23-degree dead rise, super deep V, and we've moved a lot of the weight around down to the back to make it quite stable at rest as well. So fantastic little boat, a lot of fun. You haven't got the weight of the harder top models, the larger hard top models, so it's like a little go-kart to drive, and I'm sure we'll experience that today.
Tell us about the Sea Legend itself. You're famous for your Whitley cruises, but this is more of a fishing style of boat than a cruising style boat.
Yes, so the Sea Legend range of boats was a joint venture project between us and a company in New Zealand called Glass Boats, and they're obviously quite renowned around the globe for their offshore performance and stuff like that. So obviously we've got our cruiser range of boats, which feature a 19-degree dead rise, and we've got our dedicated offshore sports fishing boats with our Sea Legend. So unlike a lot of the competitors, we have different series with different hull ranges for different purposes.
This one, this hull rated, I think, to 150, but you've only got a 135 3-litre 4-stroke Mercury on the back. Why's that?
Look, we're moving towards putting a 150 standard on it. This was one that we needed to get through quite quickly for the boat show, so we stuck it with a 135, which is fine. It performs really, really well. But going forward, we'll run them with the 150 standard with hydraulic steering as well to match.
Now, it's a Whitley branded trailer, but you don't make your own trailers. Some Australian companies do it for you. Who makes the Whitley trailer?
So we rely on Russell Dumbier and the Dumbier family. They own Mackay's now, and all our trailers are custom made to the different hulls. And this one's on a Mackay 5500, and it's a pleasure to tow around. Dual axle, nice and easy to put on and off, and drive on and off. So, and little things like your ratchet straps and your spare wheels and all that sort of stuff's all standard as well. So.
I think Australian trailer manufacturers have really stepped up to the plate with ease of use. Like, you could go out yourself fishing with this boat, no problems, and have no problems launching and driving it on.
Well, that's the beauty of having a trailer boat, and I think more and more people are realising the fact that the package is BMT from the factory, sold from our factory direct dealer network across the country. It means that we match that engine up to the boat correctly and make sure it's prop right. We also match up that trailer, because the trailer in a trailer boat is a big part of the operation, and we want it to be right.
Now, if you're stepping up from a smaller boat into a Sea Legend, what sort of vehicle do you need to tow this?
Look, it's on a 2.2 rated trailer, so anything that's got a 2.2 tonne capacity would be fine. So a lot of the mid-sized vehicles would be able to tow it. Obviously, the popularity of mid-sized SUVs and stuff like that. But it's an easy boat to store and tow around, and a lot of the time it fits into people's garages as well, which is good. So. Yeah.
So this one here, been at the Sanctuary Cove Boat Show, obviously famous for bigger boats. You get a lot of interest in the Sea Legends at the Sanctuary Cove?
Yeah, we did, Steve. We obviously took the opportunity to release our new SL27, which we're taking out today as well. And also took the opportunity that the boys down at the factory have been working really, really hard at with some new colours, new interior colours and exterior colours, which you'll see behind us as well. And that generates a lot of interest because, yes, it's a similar style boat to what we had a couple of years ago, but obviously with the new colours coming through and some of the new the new technology that we see with new partnership with Simrad and stuff's on display as well. So, people walk around the show and it's really got that wow factor when they see it.
Yeah, well, it definitely is a good looking boat, but we're interested in how it performs, so we're going to get out in the water, bring you some of the performance statistics. Well, there you go. That's a morning out off the Gold Coast in the SL20. This is the Marlin Broadbill edition. I think you'd probably notice the blacked out the bars that are normally chrome on there. Gives it a little bit of a classy look. This package here, it's there are a lot of things to like about it if you're a fisherman. As a fisherman, I hate carpeted decks. I love a rubber deck or a clear deck that I can maintain with a garden hose. This one has Whittley's custom rubber decking inside it, but also there's a lot of other things that a fisherman are going to like. The live bait tank actually is plumbed into the transom step, which is something I haven't seen before, and it's got even got a little light in there so you can catch your liveys at night. Moving from the front back, the cabin itself doesn't have a lockable door, but it does have a privacy screen because standard in these boats are one of the 10-litre chemical portable toilets. There's enough room up there to lie down and have a rest when you're fishing. It's either a family member or two up there, or if you've had a big night on the snapper, you can sneak in there for a little bit of peace and quiet before the morning bite. There's no bench seat across the back, which is sort of standard in a boat of this side, but there are two removable sort of fold-out seats in the rear on each side of the outboard well. In between those two, there's the bait board, and it doubles as a sink in there. So just because you're getting a Whittley fishing boat doesn't mean you're missing out on some of the comforts that a Whittley cruiser has. Whittley seating is always really flash, and the padded seats here come with two standard eskies, and also on the side beside those seats are two standard tackle trays where you can keep your fishing tackle out of the salt water and weather, which is where you want to keep your expensive fishing lures. Also, the rear seats are removable, so if you want to cinch right back into the back quarter to go fishing, you can lean against those padded backrests and you can put the base of those seats away just to extend that cockpit area. Speaking of performance for this boat, we have tested the SL20 before, both with the Volvo Penta inboard and with a 130 horsepower F-Series Yamaha, and I've got some of the comparative statistics here. But before I jump into them, let me say that I think this boat was a little bit overpropped. It ran a 17-inch stainless steel inertia Mercury propeller. I reckon it needed a 16 just to get a few more RPMs and to sit in that comfortable rev range in the middle. But when we tested it with the Yamaha, best economy was at 36 kilometres an hour, using 2.1 kilometres per litre burned. In the Mercury, lower rev range, it was most economical, 3,500 RPM, where it delivered 38 kilometres an hour, so a little bit faster, but only 1.7 kilometres per litre. So the Yamaha a little bit more efficient, but I think those numbers would even up with a 1-inch smaller propeller on this motor. Wide open, the Yamaha went 6,000 RPM, which is right in the sweet spot. 1.3 kilometres per litre at wide open throttle and getting 61 kilometres an hour. The Mercury only revved out to 5,000 RPM, again with that slightly too large prop on, getting 1.2 kilometres per litre at 62 kilometres an hour. So very similar at wide open throttle between those two outboards that we've tested this boat with. For more information, Whittley has a national network of their own dealerships, so you can check them out at whittley.com.au.